dodgy.
Good morning. Please be seated. My name is Mary Kim Oliver, and as Vice President Student Affairs for Durham College, it is my distinct honor to welcome you and officially call the 2019 Fall Convocation to order. I would like to start by acknowledging that Durham College is situated on the traditional territory of the Mississaugas and the territory that is covered by the Williams Treaty. We're grateful for the opportunity to teach and learn on the lands of the peoples of Mississauga of Scugog Island First Nation. In recognition of this fact, and to honor the role that Durham College's Indigenous Education Advisory Circle plays in helping the college meet the needs of its First Nations, Métis, and Inuit communities, Don Loviza, President of Durham College, will now present a tobacco tie to Lisa George as a sign of respect and gratitude. So on behalf of Durham College, welcome to our graduates, our families, friends, special guests, and those watching via the internet. I'd like to now ask everyone to join in singing our national anthem. Please stand if you are able. Please be seated. Graduates, this is it. This is the moment you have all been working towards. Receiving your credential is a great accomplishment that deserves recognition. So let's all of us take a moment to acknowledge your success with a round of applause. And to our guests, I encourage you to continue to celebrate and cheer for your graduate as they cross the stage. It's now my privilege to introduce our platform party. I would ask that each member stand as their name is called and that our audience hold its applause until all of the names have been announced. Barbara McShane, Vice President, Administration and Chief Financial Officer. Natalie Bartley, Executive Chairperson and Chief Elected Officer for Durham College Students, Inc. Bart Lusick, Board of Governors. Debbie McKee-Demchuk, Board of Governors. Kenneth Nicholco, Board of Governors. Kevin Griffin, Board of Governors. Robert Lance, Board of Governors. Linda Flynn, Associate Vice President, Office of Development and Alumni Affairs, and President of the Durham College Foundation. Steve Stewart, Board of Governors. Vasu Sukrija, Board of Governors. Gail Johnson Morris, Board of Governors. Tony Doyle, Dean, Center for Food. Kevin Baker, Executive Dean, School of Business, IT and Management. Stephanie Ball, Executive Dean, School of Interdisciplinary Studies and School of Justice and Emergency Services. Greg Murphy, Executive Dean, School of Media, Art and Design. Michelle Hutt, Executive Dean, School of Science and Engineering Technology. Rebecca Milburn, Executive Dean, School of Skilled Trades, Apprenticeship and Renewable Technology, and Principal of the Whitby Campus. Andre DeFreitas, Associate Vice President, Student Affairs and Registrar. Scott Blakey, Vice President, Administration. Elaine Popp, Vice President, Academic. Don Loviza, President. Ivan DeYoung, Chair, Board of Governors. Adam Hare, Guest Speaker. Cameron Ackerblade, President, Durham College Alumni Association. Lisa George, member of the Durham College Indigenous Education Advisory Circle. These are your platform guests. Now please join me in welcoming Ivan DeYoung, Chair of the Durham College Board of Governors, to bring greetings on behalf of the board.
Thank you, Mary Kim. It gives me great pleasure to be here representing the Durham College Board of Governors. Joining me on the platform are several other members of the board. And on behalf of them and the rest of the governors who are not here, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to the graduating class of 2019. The Board of Governors, a group of professionals, mostly from local areas, volunteer our time to ensure that Durham College is appropriately managed so it achieves its mission that the student experience comes first. We do this by providing direction and counsel to the president and by extension, the senior leadership team, as well as demonstrating behaviors that support our students, our people, our business, and our community. Driven by the same values as the college itself, we strive to conduct ourselves with integrity and respect, encouraging diversity and collaboration. And while we're accountable to the college's employees and the communities it serves, ultimately we are accountable to you, the students. As I look out at the soon-to-be graduates in the crowd, I imagine the hard work that's led to this moment. And it's important to remember the journey as you begin your next. The 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, said, "Making your mark on the world is hard. If it were easy, everybody would do it, but it's not. It takes patience, it takes commitment, and it comes with plenty of failure along the way." He continues, "The real test is not whether you avoid this failure, because you won't. It's whether you let it harden or shame you into inaction, or whether you learn from it and whether you choose to persevere." What I take from Obama's sentiment is the importance of hard work, of never giving up, even when life is throwing you unexpected curveballs. Talent, intelligence, your education will serve you well, but when it's combined with a continuous dedication, a passion for what you do, you become unstoppable. It's a big world out there full of opportunities, ready for you to seize them. Take the skills you have learned, buckle down and use them to achieve the success that will follow. To the Durham College class of 2019, congratulations again and good luck.
Thank you, Ivan. I now invite Durham College President Don Lovisa to address this year's graduating class.
Thank you, Mary Kim, and good morning, graduates, and welcome to your fall convocation. I want to acknowledge the many friends and family who have joined us to recognize your accomplishments this morning. I'm honored to speak to you. It's something I look forward to every year as part of my role as president. In doing so, I skipped a page. Let's go back one page. In addition to offering you congratulations, I want to get you thinking about next steps. Whether that means more education or heading into the world of work. Ultimately, you are striving for a better life for yourselves. While landing or obtaining a job is an important first step, developing your career can take years of investment in yourself, others, and the broader community. And don't lose sight of the fact that you've already started the process by enrolling in college and then dedicating yourself to your studies. In doing so, you've grown in many ways, developing as a person, learning new skills, and acquiring knowledge. And whether you're aware of it or not, you've also developed your own community of support. It starts with family and friends in your corner, and I know they're incredibly proud of you here today. You've since added new acquaintances, your professors, employees at the college, placement hosts, and many more. That network will continue to grow as you move through your career, helping you to succeed, especially if you remain open to the possibilities that community involvement can offer. Whether close to home or further afar, personal or professional, community will always be there. As a college, our broader community plays a vital role in our ability to offer high quality, relevant, and experiential learning opportunities for you. Program advisory committees, as well as industry consultations and collaborations, ensure our courses reflect current trends and marketplace demands. Donations and contributions from individuals, organizations, and governments support infrastructure development, so we have the facilities needed to put learning into action. Placements and co-op opportunities allow students to sharpen their skills outside of the classroom in a real-world setting. And DC is incredibly lucky to have community support on all these fronts. As Ivan DeYoung, our Board of Governors Chair, pointed out, many of the people sitting behind me today represent the board, which comprises of 17 members in total from across the Durham region. They're here today because of you. And as such, we wanted them to have the opportunity to contribute to your graduation ceremony. Recently, each of them reached out to other local leaders asking them what they thought of Durham College. Once the feedback was collected and summarized, it became clear. All interviewed recognized the quality of our students and the many ways we give back to the communities that give us so much. Whether it's economic impact, contribution to local organizations, or through diverse partnerships, Durham College has a strong reputation as a post-secondary institution, which means you're graduating with a credential that is widely recognized. It's a credential that speaks to the quality education you received, which is the first part of what I consider to be the equation for success. In addition to collecting thoughts about the college, the board members also asked for advice to share with you today. And much of the wisdom offered relates to how you put your education into action, which is the second part of the equation for success. One of our local mayors said, always think of the future before you commit to the present. Keep your options as broad as possible and make sure you like what you're doing. You did this when you were a student. Having problems on pages here today. Just because you're graduating doesn't mean you should stop looking ahead to where you want to go. Instead, take the necessary steps to get there, never losing sight of the bigger picture. A local student success coordinator shared the following: relate to people, talk to them, be interested in them, have good manners and professional behavior. It's amazing how far this will take you. The ability and your ability to foster connections is key to growing your community, which in turn helps you in your career. As a local CEO pointed out, networking is very important. Do this early and understand that you have to be thoughtful about your relationships. Equally important is hard work, a fact echoed by our regional chair, who said, work hard, stand up and be counted. Be open to everything. Don't avoid doing something because it's not in your job description. That's where the opportunities lie. You've put a lot of effort already and are bringing valuable skills to the table. However, the determination that has led you here today must continue. This is how you will move from a job to a career. And on this topic, a local chief administrative officer said, continuous learning is key and you must constantly challenge yourself. And this doesn't mean necessarily spending more time in a formal classroom. You can also learn a lot from others. And another of the region's leading CEOs said the following: find a mentor or a coach, someone who has experience, not your supervisor, but someone you can safely have a relationship with, someone you can talk to, help you deal with issues, get advice, and help you further your career. I'm among many people who've experienced the power of mentorship firsthand. I'd not be here today without the help I received from my mentor, Malcolm O'Neill Fisher. He came into my life when I was working as a small business advisor and instructor for Confederation College. During that time, I had decided to pursue my undergraduate degree to help advance my work in the college system. While I was always good in math and creative subjects, writing was not one of my strong points, and there entered Mac. I got to know him through an earlier business venture as he was a local retailer. A thoughtful, creative man, he also happened to be an English professor and an author. When he heard I was pursuing my degree, Mac asked if he could mentor me to help me to get to where I wanted to go. Whether it was setting goals or figuring out what steps to take to achieve them, reviewing my university papers, or simply just talking. Mac taught me to be a better writer and all-around better communicator. More importantly, he became a lifelong friend. This was my first experience with this type of support, and I can honestly say that it was life-changing. So sadly, Mac passed away a few years ago at the age of 78. Before he did, he wrote me a letter about his experience being my mentor and the pride he took in my success. And I still have that letter today, and I think about him often when reflecting on the path that has taken me from a small town, Fort Frances, Ontario, to the president of this incredible institution. Just as I experience, mentors can be valuable assets both personally and professionally. In fact, a study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that people who have mentors are more likely to get promotions. But you're wondering probably, how do I go about this? Once again, the idea of engaging the broad network comes into play, as the community around you can be mined for support, whether in person, through your employer, or virtually through your social networks, which in and of themselves are communities. I encourage you to reach out. Your mentor could be one conversation or phone call away. You are charting a path in a complex and rapidly changing world, but you aren't doing this in isolation. Actor Denzel Washington has said, "Show me a successful individual and I'll show you someone who had a real positive influences in his or her life." I don't care what you do for a living. If you do it well, I'm sure there was someone cheering you on or showing you the way, a mentor. The world is ready and waiting for your unique perspectives, your talents and contributions, and the entire communities that are out there are willing to help you along the way. If you're open to possibilities, you'll achieve the future of your dreams. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Don. Cameron Ackerblade, class of 2005 and president of the Durham College Alumni Association, will now share a few words.
Thank you, Mary Kim. I remember the excitement I felt sitting here where you are when I graduated from the accounting business program. It's an honor to be back at Convocation on behalf of the Durham College Alumni Association to welcome all of you to the alumni family, which is, as of today, is more than 91,000 members strong. While DC grads can be found all over the world, we are proud to say there are more than 54,000 of us that call the GTA and Durham region home. Regardless of location, we are all connected through the green and gold. Our alumni proudly represent the college by contributing to their communities, which is why we presented the Alumni of Distinction Award to 3 deserving individuals earlier this year. Given in recognition of their collective excellence, These accomplished recipients have used the skills and knowledge gained during their time as a Durham College student to create amazing personal and professional lives for themselves. If you could please direct your attention to the screen, I'd like to introduce this year's Alumni of Distinction Award recipients.
I love my profession as a dental hygienist. I have experienced so many amazing opportunities along the way. I've really enjoyed the connection with the community, with my colleagues, with my clients. I feel that as much as I'm able to offer them, they in turn do the same thing for me. So they enrich my life as much as I hope I'm enriching theirs.
So I run a mechanical contracting company. We do large-scale heating and air conditioning projects. So a lot of the buildings in the GTA, shopping centers, universities, colleges, we do the heating, air conditioning, and some of their essential services that keep those facilities operating.
So I work for a non-for-profit called Botshabelo in Midrand, South Africa. I have the amazing privilege of running our preschool that cares for the underprivileged in our community. And we come and we bring quality education. I came over to South Africa now 9 years ago, as soon as I actually graduated from Durham College. And it's been an amazing journey.
For passing mark in the dental hygiene program, the only way we could do that was to hone our skills. So we needed clients. If somebody didn't show for an appointment, we had what was called the cafeteria run. And what that meant was that you would hightail at a clinic, take off your lab coat and run to the cafeteria, beg, borrow, and plead, whatever it took to get somebody to come up the stairs. They saw us coming and they would dive under the table when they saw somebody coming from the dental hygiene program because nobody wanted to spend 3 hours of their day upstairs in that clinic. So that's my most memorable experience from Durham College.
So I had different experiences than a lot of other people did. So when it came to things like our final projects for pricing and doing designs, I was actually teaching after-school classes on how to price and labor and put projects together because I had experience. I had done that here in my past. And that was kind of my way of giving back in an area where I was stronger. And there was a lot of other times where people were able to go and help me in areas where I needed help as well. And it applies in life, when you can take the skills that people have, know what you're good at, know what they're good at, and find a way to blend them for success.
I believe giving back to the community is so important. I think it can be such an overwhelming thing where people don't actually know where to start. But actually it starts with the one. It starts with the one place where you can have an impact. My suggestion to you is, in your community, where can you help? Maybe you have a skill. Take your skill, try and see a need and fill that need.
One of the biggest sayings in the corporate world is if you make it to the top, it's your job to send the elevator back down for someone to help them get up. You know, whether it's being a mentor, whether it's sharing knowledge and experience that you have with other people, or volunteering to help just make the world a better place. I think at the end of the day that ultimately there's nothing more important than that. The world is only as good as the people that are in it. So the more good you can spread, the better.
Sometimes it's okay to take the risk. And like I said before, if you remember the one or the one place where you need to be, take the risk. And I think you have to remember that you're a lifelong learner. Although you finished at Durham College, education never stops.
In the workplace, obviously, you got to work hard. Don't be afraid to put that extra effort in. Find great people at work. Embrace the older generation. Well, yes, they might not be as techy or as savvy with some of that stuff. The knowledge they have, you don't have, and you're not going to have that until you get to that point in your career. So embrace that. Learn from those people.
My advice would be to write your own story. Don't let someone else define your choice in life. So if you're passionate about something, that will really drive your vehicle for you. Whatever you choose to do, be proud of it, respect your decision, and make a difference in this world.
As you can see, your relationship with Durham College does not end because you are graduating today. I encourage you to stay in touch with the College and Alumni Association by following DC Alumni on social media. We want to hear about your success. As a DC alum, there are numerous benefits that you can take advantage of: discounts, special offers, networking events, and more. You can find details about all of them on our Alumni Association website or through our new app. Congratulations on your achievements. I wish you continued success in the days, months, and years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Cameron. We will now hear from this morning's guest speaker, Adam Hare. For over a decade, Adam has devoted his life to being a passionate, creative leader who constantly thinks outside the box. After graduating from Durham College's Multimedia and Design program, now known as Interactive Media Design, in 2006, he embarked on a career that has taken him from a young entrepreneur to managing a creative team at Universal Music Canada. Currently, he's president of Petley Hare Limited Insurance Brokers and has also spent time in front of the class, coming back to Durham College to teach part-time. Please join me in welcoming Adam to the podium.
Good morning. Let me first start out by saying what an absolute honor and privilege it is to be standing up here today. It was a mere 12 years ago that I myself was sitting in those same chairs, feeling excited, confused, scared, happy, but most importantly, ready to take on the world. To the graduating class of 2019, congratulations, you've made it. Now, to the parents of the graduating class of 2019, don't kick them out of your basement just yet. Life is just getting started. So with a packed room of ambitious graduates and 8 minutes to fill, what is one to say? I've spent the past couple of months recounting my experiences since graduating and trying to dream up the perfect words. I've watched countless video of great speeches, and yes, I even asked Google, how do you write the best convocation speech? Ultimately, I realized I was looking in all the wrong places because I wasn't looking at my own journey. If you were to ask my close friends or anyone that has worked with me over the years, you would know that I try to live my life by these 4 words. And it's these 4 words that I would like to share with you today. Get comfortable feeling uncomfortable. This one phrase has been at every single growth point in both my career and personal life. Do you know the feeling I'm talking about? A simple example of this feeling is that feeling in your stomach just before you take that big exam, or the nerves you feel while sitting through an interview, or perhaps the apprehension you experience before having a tough conversation with a family member or friend. What about leaving a dream job to explore something unknown, or packing everything up and moving to a brand new city alone? I started to ask myself, what's on the other side of that uncomfortable feeling? What if we can find a way to harness that fear and turn it into excitement and personal growth? Well, when I graduated in 2006, that's exactly what I did. I packed my bags and headed for the big city. I found a tiny apartment above an Italian restaurant in the East End of Toronto. I'd grown up in Whitby all my life and was ready to start my own journey. I had just completed my internship at a small record label and was also running my own clothing line. I was supposed to be the web/graphic designer, but this of course meant I was the resident coffee boy, and poop scooper, and dog walker. But that was fine by me. I checked my ego at the door and did whatever I was told. I showed up every day with a smile and asked what I could do next. I gave everything I had to that job and spent my nights working on my own business. Unknowingly at the time, these actions would eventually lead to my dream job. When my paycheck started to bounce at the label, I made a jump into the agency world and continued to cut my teeth over the next 2 years. I accepted challenges way outside my comfort zone, learned how to come back from failure, and did my absolute best to figure out things along the way. Most importantly, I was learning how to communicate with people and always made sure to surround myself with inspiring leaders that would continue to challenge me. So if we can fast forward to 2009, a dream position opened up at Universal Music, one of the world's leading record labels. This is a very small team, and there was actually only 1 spot available. I thought that there was no chance in the world, but I wanted to at least throw my hat in the ring. Oddly enough, one of the hiring managers was actually the guy I had grabbed coffees for at my first job fresh out of school. That was a huge win for me. Next thing you know, I got the call and started the following week. Here I was at 25. On top of the world, starting an absolute dream career. So all things considered, you would assume I would be the happiest I could be. But in all honesty, after the initial excitement wore off, it was actually quite depressing. I had job security, I had money, I bought my first home, and I was doing what I loved, all while working with the likes of the Tragically Hip, Kiss, Maroon 5, and Headley, yet something was missing. This is when I started to question myself. Had my dreams maybe evolved from 18-year-old me to 25-year-old me? Was I maybe not dreaming big enough? If I'm capable of achieving this, what else am I capable of accomplishing over the next 25 years? For the first time in a long time, I didn't have a North Star to follow. I had no big lofty goal I was working towards, and at that moment I realized that maybe I was too comfortable doing only what I knew, and perhaps it was time to start my new chapter. So I've spent the last 7 years of my career reinventing myself and working in an industry as far away from music as one could imagine. And yes, you heard it right, insurance. I have helped our third-generation family business grow from 20 employees to 85 and open branch locations all across Durham region. We have completely modernized our operation, and we're now positioned to distribute our products all throughout Canada and have managed to pick up a few awards along the way. Now, my intention of sharing these stories is not to brag or get a pat on the back. I just want you to know that everyone is capable of more than what they are led to believe. Over the years, I've gotten very comfortable with feeling uncomfortable, and I can honestly say that has led me on a journey that I would have never dreamt up. If 24-year-old me told 34-year-old me that I'd be innovating in the insurance space and giving a convocation speech to you guys right now, I would have never believed it. So, with that said, I would like to leave all of you with a few important pieces of information that hopefully you can carry into the next chapters of your lives. 1, say yes and make the time. You are not too busy. I've met a lot of people along the way who constantly turn opportunities down because they're just too busy. Now, I'm not talking about huge opportunities with huge benefits. Those are easy, and of course you're going to say yes to. But what about the little things? The things that have no immediate benefit, like attending that meetup after work, when you really just want to go home and watch Netflix? Or how about volunteering your personal time on a weekend for a good cause? Or even traveling a long distance to share career stories or advice with an old classmate? Yes, of course it's easier to say you're just too busy, but my advice to you is to make the time. You never know what opportunities will open certain doors down the road. 2, take risks. The older we get, the more complicated and busy life will become. Families, marriages, property taxes, mortgage payments, daycare payments. It's hard to see the forest from the trees, but you truly are in such an independent and unique period of your life. Take advantage of that. Now is the time to take some calculated risks while the cost of failure is low. Don't be afraid to put it all on the line. 3, take the high road. One thing I've been able to witness firsthand from my own father is the respect and integrity that is earned from consistently being the bigger person and taking the higher road. Even though at times it will pain you to do so, in the long run, you will be a better person. 4, surround yourself with inspiring people. Constantly audit the circle around you. If you're the most driven, passionate, and successful person in the room, it's probably time to find a new room. Surround yourself with people who can challenge you, push you, and constantly drive you to want to be a better person. And don't be afraid to outgrow people. As you change, your circle of peers will change, and there's nothing wrong with that. 5, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. It's important to honor your past while embracing your future. Just because that's a person you might have been 5 years ago doesn't mean that's a person you are today. It's important to remember where you came from and what made you you, but never be afraid of change. In most cases, this is just personal growth. 6, have the courage and confidence to quit your dream job. And yes, I just said that. Some of you sitting out there right now have a perfect vision of where you want to be and what you'd like to be doing in the next 10 years of your life. So go out there, work your butt off, land that dream job. Enjoy yourself. Take it all in, then have enough courage, confidence to leave that dream job for the next big thing. Even if you're not quite sure what that is. Some passion, confidence, and courage can carry you a very long way. And last but not least, get out there and get comfortable feeling uncomfortable. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam. Dr. Elaine Popp, Vice President Academic, will now commence the conferring of diplomas and certificates.
Thank you, Mary Kim. I certify that each graduate has met all of the academic requirements for the credential they are about to receive. They have conducted their studies with diligence and merit our congratulations. It now gives me great pleasure to present the 2019 graduating class of Durham College. And we will now commence the presentation of diplomas and certificates.
Tony Doyle, Dean of the Center for Food, will present the diplomas and certificates for the Center for Food.
Culinary Skills, Cassandra Beckett-Benjamin. Tyrell Campbell. Justin Gengra. Tomas Pike. Lily Mae Williams.
This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the Center for Food. Kevin Baker, Executive Dean of the School of Business, IT, and Management, will present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Business, IT, and Management.
Vineka Dadwal. Chantal Cormier. Lauren Halls. Grasis Singh Kalra. Cecile Luwamba. Jordan Preeb. Lucia Smith. Karish Mabin Vahora. Business Finance. Parshant Kumar. Himani Alkesh Kumar Patel. Business Human Resources. Delphine Ravintaran. Dana Rao. Annette Tuck. Business Human Resources, University of Ontario Tech Transfer, Selena Farouk. Business Marketing, Brennan Murray. Business Operations, Laith Atia. Lisa Campbell. Business, Supply Chain and Operations, Jason Boward. Business Administration, Accounting, Kishan Andrews. Business Administration, Human Resources, Victoria Flynn. Business Administration, Marketing, DeAndre Davis Taylor. Brittany Harwood. Business Fundamentals, Gayatri Kugarag. Gwendolyn Marshall. Marta Leticia Mateo Sanchez, highest ranking graduate. Dion Wilson Vanderpool. Haroon Rafiki. Mathura Jaiparan. Computer Foundations, Rebecca Beryl Thompson Williams. Computer Programmer Analyst, Juri Miranda. Shriji Patel. Computer Systems Technician, Ijaz Bekaran. Robert Dixon. Computer Systems Technology, Joseph Egbo, Prince Aloma, Human Resources Management, Cassandra Butler, Celine Daniel, Nova Imatong, Serbi Janeja, Constantina Carras, Amanda Mesiosa, Ashley Milne, Dakota Moore,
Jacqueline Morden, Juliana Nakarato, Liam Nichols, Jatinder Singh, Prachi Patel, Surbhai Patel, Jeel Shah, Saad bin Shaheen, Somia Ratnakumaran, Lovepreet Singh, Pahaldeep Kaur Maheru, Information System Security, Computers and Networking, Saeed Kaja Atashamibi, Harpreet Kaur, Jatinpreet Singh, Rafael Adeyemo, Kartik Ashoke, Muhammad Urshodi, Priya Darshini Ganesan, Jagar Jitkumar Patel, Parit Verma, Dev Santosh Chakaruki, Rakind Man, Shanmuga Priyan Manoharan, Komal Bharatbhai Patel, Office Administration, Parmjeet Kaur, Ragad Katan, Office Administration, Health Services, Story Kaker, Project Management, Chetna, Datanpreet Kaur, Deepak Kumar, Disha Rana, Gurvinder Singh, Manpreet Kaur, Manpreet Kaur, Rusneet Kaur, Simrandeep Singh, Manpreet Kaur Bal, Siddharth Marwaha. Binaz Gujarati. Spandana Yadav Laka. Roshan Isaac. Mandrella Biswas. R.C. Jayasbai Dobaria. Saeed Fazil. Sahil. Christine Antoinette Lee. Lathina Tashana Pert. Serbi. Gurkarat Singh Kaylee. Abhijit Sharma.
Bhupinder Singh. Karan Raghav. Gurvinder Singh. Harmanjot Singh Sran. Ritu Sadanand Nisargi. Zorawar Singh. Harit Baran. Navjot Singh. Ripple Mahajan. Rajdeep Singh Randawa. Emmanuel Eje. Sarthak Rajesh Gawende. Abhishek Divakar Shetty. Ogunimaro Omogbi. Ruby. Ashita Devendra Kumar Patel. Manpreet Kaur. Vijay. Violet Musonda Wape. Alan Verghese Ponen. Sidak Puri. Himanin Seidaiwa. Sarah Tracy. Minu Verma. Nitin Kumar Muthukumaran. Shiva Kumar Vadnala. Dilupi Vijay Sekara. Business Fundamentals. Harshal Pankaj Kumar Joshi. Information Systems Security, Computers and Networking. Kasava. Kishan Kumar Modia. Tula Naik. Levi Gopinath Nair. Aneri Ghanshyam Panchal. Abhirami Pandyan.
Congratulations.
Shrey Rival. Deepak Kaur Sagu. Salehabanu Salim Sheikh. Inderpal Singh. Simran Soni, highest ranking graduate. Amitpreet Singh. Ramkumar Snivasan. Rajan Walia. Sport Administration. David Larocque.
This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Business, IT, and Management. Stephanie Ball, Executive Dean of the School of Interdisciplinary Studies, will present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Interdisciplinary Studies. General Arts and Science Certificate. Floran Abdul Ali. Shelby Exil. Deanna Monassar. Pre-Health Sciences Pathway to Certificates and Diplomas. Nicole Can. Nicole Coker. Attila Kovacs. This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Interdisciplinary Studies. Stephanie Ball, Executive Dean of the School of Justice and Emergency Services, will present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Justice and Emergency Services, 911 Emergency and Call Center Communications. Alisa Knott Nolte. Lindsay Watts. Advanced Care Paramedic, Amber Dixon. Kevin Friedman, highest ranking graduate. Christian Odorico. Miguel Angel Restrepo. Alan Trewin. Office Administration, Real Estate, Brandon Thomas Smith. Law Clerk, Advanced, Julia McMillan. Police Foundations, Aaron Boudreau. Diego Rico Sanchez. Logan Clark Stewart. Pre-service firefighter, education and training, Nadine Adams. Heather Anderson. Sarah Andrews. DeAndre Fraser. Tanner Beaumont. Montana Bell. Liam Black. Victoria Brody. Jameel Brown. Cole Buckley. Bryden Cassidy. Shandon Chin. Trent Cleave. Nathaniel Doring Abbott. Caitlin Duggan. Joshua Freeman. Joanna Friedrich. Jessica Grayley. Justin Groff. Daniel Januszewski. Brooke Jenkins. Tyler Jones. Maheen Khan. Noah Klein. Michael Knapp. Alexander Knox. Matthew Lankin. Brianna Leslie. Luke Logan. Elisa Longshaw. Alicia Lowe.
Mitchell McBain. Taylor Marshall. Trinity Martine. Zachary Massey. Brandon McKinley. Jordan Miller. Lucas Malonis. Kayla Monteroso. Farrell Morgan. Jessica Nagy. Rebecca Newman. Edmund Nguyen. Griffin Oliver. Philip Pantelleresco. Megan Perrin. Nicholas Pratt. Vinul Premachandra. Melissa Caife. Travis Risnick. Zachariah Saliba. Nicholas Smart. Cadell Somerville. Jordan Stanley. Mackenzie Story. Cody Thompson. Adam Tobin. Jenna Teitler. Joshua Vrana. Tyler Warnock. Mitchell White. Paralegal Diploma, Ann Tobo. Protection, Security, and Investigation, Benendri Hawawasam. Gary Kamalataran.
This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Justice and Emergency Services. Greg Murphy, MAD Executive Dean, will present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Media, Art, and Design.
Advanced Filmmaking, Christina Canarella. Akash Singhal. Andrew Driscoll. Keegan Hughes. Emily Jadra. Alexandre Shade dos Santos Koneski, highest ranking graduate. Amy McCade, England. Michael Murray. Mitchell Stewart. Yubin Zen. Advertising Digital Media Management, Gurvinder Kaur. Rachna. Nisha Dabas. Kunal Katuria. Rohan Anil Kuspe. Om Kugram, highest ranking graduate. Ashwarya Kanan. Rishad Ali Pataya Todi. Adrian Polidano. Anurag Mahajan.
Broadcasting, Radio, and Contemporary Media. Alexander Funk. James Garner. Michael Kern. Jonathan Lodge. Warren Windsor. Candice Rebello. Contemporary Web Design, Tavane Hunter. Music Business Management, Thomas Hickey. Public Relations, Sarah Abbott. Matthew Acott. Marissa Campbell, highest ranking graduate. Lauren Crummy. Maroshio Quajar. Madeline Dender. Emily Edwards. Diane El Hashim. Emma Higgins. Natasha Jetta. Elizabeth Morris. Katrina O'Neill. Caitlin Romaine. Emily Sleep. Christopher Saunderskov Lamb. Alexandria Wilcox. This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Media, Art, and Design. Michelle Hutt, Executive Dean of the School of Science and Engineering Technology, will now present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Science and Engineering Technology, Biomedical Engineering Technology, Anusia Anathakumaran, Moses Arakiasamy, Philip Bond, Janvi Yogjasbi Patel, Claudia Rios Jimenez, Shraddha Girish Kumar Vaishnav, Daniel Zarello, Biotechnology Advanced, Michael Donovan, Chemical Laboratory Technician, Amandeep Kaur, Chemical Laboratory Technology, Pharmaceutical and Food Science, Aaron Johnston, Water Quality Technician, Stefan Grinsky, with that concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Science and Engineering Technology. Rebecca Milburn, Executive Dean of the School of Skilled Trades, Apprenticeship and Renewable Technology and Principal of the Whitby campus, will now present the diplomas and certificates for the School of Skilled Trades, Apprenticeship and Renewable Technology. Automotive Service Technician, Jake Burrows. Sean Cheritar. Brandon Feeney. Wilhelmina Kokot. Robert Lotito. Ben Partington. Michael Sankey. Blaze Sameo. Matthew Vanderbilt. Child Development Practitioner, Christina Ozje. Chona Belza. Melanie Gaston Thomas. Seema Zafar.
Electrical Engineering Technician, Eric Weckman. Electrical Techniques, Daniel Mitchell. Matthew Pogue. Christian Spalnik. Jinyu Zhao. Elevating Devices Mechanic, Henry Hamlin. Industrial Mechanic Millwright, Travis McConnell. Mechanical Technician Millwright, Brent Adams. Mechanical Techniques Plumbing, Michael Head. Chad Corrigan. Jordan Henry. Smelin Mendoza. Welder, Kyle Noble. Jesse Soulier. Welding Engineering Technician, Samuel Tremonti. Business Fundamentals, Jaspreet Singh. Kamalpreet Singh Chahal. Haneet Singh Chahal. Sukhpreet Singh. Jaspreet Kaur.
This concludes the conferring of credentials to our graduates from the School of Skilled Trades, Apprenticeship, and Renewable Technology.
For the graduates who are unable to be here this morning, we grant them their credentials in absentia. I will now ask that the 2019 graduating class stand to be recognized. Assembled guests, our 2019 class. Graduates, please be seated. Before I close, I'd like to thank all of the executive deans, associate deans, and professors who have joined us for this celebration. There are many people involved in helping our students in their journey to graduation, and professors play a significant role. They are on the front line of DC's experiential learning, using their expertise to help teach students the skills they need to succeed. Beyond that, our faculty also serve as mentors and friends, going above and beyond for those in their classes and labs. Seeing their graduates graduate is a culmination of all their hard work, and I know they are filled with pride as they watch today's ceremony. I will now ask all faculty in attendance to please stand and be recognized for your contribution to our students' success. To our graduates, I say congratulations on the successful completion of your academic credential. And I will now call upon our Master of Ceremonies, Mary Kim Oliver.
Thank you, Elaine. In closing, I would like to offer a heartfelt thank you to our Board of Governors, employees, and community partners for their contribution to the success of our graduates. Thanks to Tom Lynch and Cosette Kazarian for reading our graduates' names as they received their credential. We're also grateful to all the colleagues and friends from Durham College who participated in the ceremony, as well as Piper Allen McPhee and the Tribute Community Center. In addition, I extend a big thank you to our Associate Vice President, Student Affairs and Registrar, Andre DeFreitas, and his entire team for the countless hours that go into the successful planning and execution of the morning's convocation. And finally, congratulations, graduates. The future is yours, so dive in with all you've got. I now declare the Durham College 2019 Fall Convocation to be concluded. Please remain at your seats as the platform party recesses.
Said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me, so I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see, Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a time, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million, always had high hopes.
A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate. your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! It's a celebration. Celebrate good times, come on! Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here, a dedication to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We gon' celebrate and party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Yeah, yeah. Celebration. We gon' celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on! It's a celebration. It's a celebration.